Salutations! I'm back with another vlog. So, little update. I went to the ortho surgeon today, or went to go get this freaking arm checked out. Yesterday I didn't do a vlog just because I was like, man, I really need to just kind of take it chill until we can figure out exactly what's going on. And long story short, I got to get an MRI done. What they think actually has happened is that it is torn just at the bottom. And so, I mean, we still don't know if the surgery's going to be a thing, but it's a lot more likely now that I've gone there. They were kind of just saying, like, if we don't do anything, you could lose, up to 20 to 30% of your, like, range of motion in your biceps forever. And you really only have a short period of time to do that. Like, you only have 2 to 3 weeks before scar tissue starts forming. And so we got to get everything kind of going fast. It's already been almost a week since, this thing's happened. So, MRI on Saturday, and if we got to do surgery, I would imagine it's going to be sometime next week. So, we're rocking with it. We're on our way to the gym right now. We're just going to call it the public gym for right now. That's because, for layman terms, because we got like 3 different gyms we're kind of rotating through right now. But mainly so I can use some machines today. I really shouldn't be moving my upper body at all. I'm gonna try some stuff, mainly just machines, very light. I know I can like push overhead, which should be fine. And just that, absolutely no flies or bites. I really just gotta listen to my body, really. He did say this, which made me a little bit more hesitant to lift. But he said if it is attached, it's hanging on by like a thread. So that's like, I don't want to pop it completely off. So I just got to be very careful. And just based on us already have been doing some rowing exercises like we did in the last vlog. I'm assuming as long as I do like suicide grip and extremely freaking light, like today, I can do maybe some like machine rows. Maybe we're going to have to it's going to be a field-based thing, We're also going at like 5 p.m. to the gym, so it's going to be packed in here. So either way, the workout's not going to be crazy. We're still recovering. Obviously, we're going to be recovering for the next 2 to 3 months, y'all. I mean, it's going to be something I'm not used to doing. I haven't had a surgery like this since I was like 13. So, and that was to get that bullet removed from my leg. If you guys don't know that story, it's in my vlog somewhere. We've talked about it. But it's just part of the process, man. I mean, this is life. I mean, listen, if you think you're going to go through life without something like that happening, where you're going to have to learn how to, either let the pebble in your path stop you, or learn how to get the fuck around the pebble, So it's not just going to be like a me thing or something that, you see people online doing. This is going to happen to you at some point in your life. Nothing lasts forever. Right? Including good health. That's just a fact, right? We're all going to die one day. I hope y'all remember that. It's a really important thing to remember, because I feel like a lot of people don't put that in perspective a lot of the times. And you can see that in their decision making. So remember that. Memento mori. But all that said, we are going to keep things very light today. I really do want to still hit some leg extension, hamstring curls. We just haven't hit those at all. The past, however long. Really, I think it's been like 2 weeks, because I don't think we've been in this gym in like 2 weeks. Maybe like a week and a half. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it has been 2 weeks. It's been a second since we've been here. But again, one of those things is just kind of listening to my body, seeing what's going to be working. But I mean, we're going to keep it to like a 4 exercise kind of thing. For core today, I think I'm going to go ahead and do some starfish crunches. I think I can get away with some starfish crunches, which I probably won't record, just because I've done starfish crunches with you guys for so many times. But we're probably going to try and make sure we record today at least a push exercise, a pull exercise, and a leg exercise. Well, we'll hit 2 leg exercises, but that's the idea. With the pull, we're going to be very careful, right? We're not going to do it first. We're not going to do it last. We are going to do it very carefully. So that is the agenda. Anyways, we're here. I need to go inside and get warmed up. as much as I can. Maybe just do a little bit of walking and cardio, or maybe into some foam rolling. I haven't really gotten a chance to do that much the past couple days, so let me go do that, and then I'll pull you guys back out. Keep this real light. First things we got. We're gonna get the pull out of the way, and I want to see how well I can do a pull up, or you know, a pull up, but you know what I mean. 50 pounds, suicide grip. It should be okay. Should be fine. Let's see. Wide. And just try and pull with the elbows. Because here's the deal. After Saturday, or whenever we have that surgery, if we have that surgery, I mean, this feels fine, by the way, actually. Yeah, that's good. As long as I'm pulling with my elbows, it should be fine. Wouldn't be a bad idea either for me to put some straps on. Honestly, that's for this kind of stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let go of this now. That feels fine, because I'm not supinated, you know, and that's what's really it is. I think it's the supination that's going to get it. So as long as I pull with my elbows, we should be fine. I'm going to add a little bit more weight, just like 70. Give it a little bit of a break. Again, we're keeping things loosey-goosey, you know. And that's the idea until we can figure out exactly what's going on with this thing. Let me see if I can lower this just a little bit. But yeah, and tomorrow, honestly, the plan is to go back to MMA. You know, I can still do drills and stuff. I just can't spar, and I really can't do anything with this one. I can go real slow in the bag and just go go through the motions and stuff like that, without it acting too much. But I just gotta be, you know, again, it's just I gotta listen to my body. That's just the main thing. I'm gonna go a little tighter. Ooh, be careful. Be careful. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to slow it down. That's good. We'll go a little bit heavier, man. And then this is the last set. we're not gonna go too crazy. But I'm gonna do obviously these, and then I think off camera after these, I'm gonna go ahead and knock these out. But we're gonna go ahead and do some abduction and adduction, and then honestly, we'll keep it there. Adduction, abduction, and then we'll go ahead and probably hit the shoulder press machine of some variation of some sort. No free weights. Absolutely no free weights right now. Maybe after a couple weeks. Really right now, it needs to be like machines. That way I can do what I'm doing here and keep everything kind of like controlled. I can keep things like, you know, this is compound, so I'm using the other side to help stabilize so it's not just like a ton on me. But okay. Again, this weight's still not bad either, which I'm really happy. Okay, hold on. Let me concentrate. There's a little something there. I gotta really make sure I'm using my back. Okay, good. It's getting a little sloppy there. Yeah, we're okay. That was just a little sketchy. But we're done with those, and that's all I'm going to do with that. And then what I'm going to do as far as legs, abduction, adduction, leg extension, hamstring curl, and then shoulder press, and then we'll do abs on myself. So we get that set up. All right, we got adduction and abduction done with. Honestly, those kind of worried me because I had to like lower myself down, and nothing happened, but I could feel the tension in my arms. I don't know. Very weird. See how these feel. I really just want to get everything activated a little bit, you know? Let everything have a reason to not just go burning through muscle. And Ramp the metabolism up a little bit. Not too bad. I can feel it when I first started. It was a little slow with it. Load it up a little bit. We'll add like 5 pounds, but I kind of want to try out and see if that feels any different. And I also, honestly, sometime before surgery, if we have surgery, I would like to try chest. I don't think, because I did some, I was at my dad's house the other day for my brother's birthday party, and I did some incline push-ups, and they felt fine. That doesn't mean I need to go fucking bench pressing 315, but we'll try something. That actually felt better. So I'm thinking this position might be my safe hold for the next 3 months, which sucks. I really love supinated. But it might have just been we were doing supinated too much. I mean, we were never doing like pull-ups. We always do chin-ups. You know what I mean? And honestly, I was feeling like we were doing the biceps maybe a little bit more and triceps too. I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell. But it's just going to be one of those things where we just really take our time, slow it down. But it doesn't mean stop, right? It means get around the pebble. Figure out a different way around the pebble, but don't stop. Don't let that pebble stop you. We got these. I'm going to do some starfish crunches off camera, and then we'll finish out the workout with some leg raises. You know what? We'll probably finish off the workout. I think I want to finish off the workout with some glutes. So something glute related. You know what would be really sick? Hold on now. We added a little bit of weight, and now that pressure, I can kind of feel it. Listen, if this thing snaps, we're snapping it on camera. You hear me? Let's put that down. Let's put that down for a second. Go back to where we were, because that was fine. Something that just crossed through my mind is like, where does the bicep attach into? The shoulder. And so if this thing's tight, or if I go too quick with this thing, that'll pull on that bicep tendon upwards, because it's not separated up here, I don't think. I think it's separated more down here. That's where I can't feel the tendon. So let's not go crazy with that. Let's try going back down. Let's go back to neutral, because I think that'll be a little bit better for it. You just kind of go through it. Okay. That was 3 sets. Let's call that there, because it is aggravated a little bit. Just be very gentle. We're done with upper body. Upper body's done, right? Let me get this core taken care of real quick, and I'll pull you guys back out for we're either going to do kickbacks or we're going to do hip bridges. We'll see. All right, this is the last set we got, or last exercise we got for the day. Abs are hit. Legs are actually already hit. Arms, I say arms, shoulders, back, core, legs. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of bag work. Just not using this hand very much, but we did to kind of warm up too. It felt pretty good. Just 10 of these. These are much needed. Oh, good. Yeah, those aren't bad. I haven't done anything like that in a minute, man. I'm trying to think. I've been kind of babying it since the hamstring kind of re-sprained itself. So I really don't remember us doing this in a hot minute. Doing a lot of like lunges, step ups,
that all really needs to be in here too, but it's just, how am I supposed to do, for example, dumbbell lunges when I can't really hold on to stuff, especially if we have that surgery. That's gonna be, I'm not even contemplating like what the recovery is gonna look like yet. I don't know. It's definitely gonna be way more limited than what we're doing like right now, and so I haven't even thought that far ahead yet. It's all been pretty fast, but we'll figure it out as we go along. A lot of legs and a lot of cardio. I know that's what's coming up. Now I'm thinking about it too. We can still go pretty hard on legs, especially in somewhere like here, because they got the shark pit, or pit shark. They've got, there's options. We got leg press, we got stuff like that, so we could still probably push it a little bit. We're just gonna have to try and keep it high volume, because if I go too heavy on that stuff, I feel like I might exert just too much, and I can't. This is all based off of stuff I don't know yet, you know. So more than anything, I need to not plan anything too much until we get the MRI on Saturday, which is not going to be until like late in the afternoon on Saturday. Like, I think they got me coming in at like 5:45, which is really late. Really weird time to do that. But it needs to get done as fast as possible, you know. So let's finish these up, and then we'll finish this out. You can definitely tell, like, I like doing this machine for another reason. It helps me kind of see how tight my psoas is, because I can feel it when I push, and it helps me kind of see like how much I need to release that, and I need to release it bad. One more. That actually felt very solid. Like, I feel like my glutes are gonna be sore tomorrow, which is a big plus. I want something, you know. I'll take anything I can get, but we'll call it with that. Like I said, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do what I can in regards to like stretching, all that good stuff. Oh, what up, dude? How you been? God, I almost missed that. And dude, my legs are shaking. My nervous system's not in a very happy mood right now. But once I, you know, kind of like, one thing I'm gonna try before we leave, and I'll let y'all know when we get in the car, is I'm gonna try and stretch a little bit and just see how much that'll get me. See you, man. And just see if I can stretch that bicep at all. You know, like, really when I wanna check, I wanna see, I'm gonna try it right now. See how much I can like supinate and not give it any issues. I don't know if I showed you all that, but there's that bruising I was talking about. So like, what we're afraid, we're afraid that bruising's caused by like that tendon snapping right here and pulling down. None of it's fun, but let me have some fun on the bag a little bit, stretch out, kind of feel myself, get some mind-body connection stuff going. And then I'll pull you all back out in the car and we'll do a little summary of how all that felt. All right, workout's done. I really didn't stretch all that much. I mean, I tried to hang from a pull-up bar, believe it or not. I'm gonna move y'all down just a little bit. There we go. That didn't go too well. I eased off of that pretty damn fast, which is fine. You know, we're just testing it out. But you just gotta be aware of obviously the hyper stretching and stuff like that. Would have been worse if I was in like a chin-up position or something, but I wasn't. Anyways, it wasn't, the workout was fine. I don't feel like we barely did anything. I mean, I say that. I feel like the glutes would be sore tomorrow. But it's just something we're gonna have to kind of work with over the next a little bit.
Definitely no bulking in the next 2 to 3 months, I'll tell you that. But we can absolutely use it as an excuse to get shredded. You know, you don't have to go just super fucking hard to get shredded. That's a lot of diet, man. It's just if you don't want to lose out on the, you know, the muscle, that's also going to be a factor too. Damn, y'all moving around out there. Anyways, tomorrow we got I'm gonna try and go up to the MMA class. I'm gonna have to be very adamant, like I gotta be chill with this. Like no sparring of any sort. I honestly probably don't need to throw. I don't know. It's so easy to convince me when I'm up there, man. I gotta be so like, I gotta be on myself. Like I gotta be a dad to myself and be like, no, Chase. Like, don't get into it. But anyways, we're gonna try. You know, I'm gonna at least get some cardio in up there. Again, a lot of this is just unknown territory, so we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see how it all works out. But I'm sure it'll be fine. And then on Friday, we'll probably go ahead and get another workout in. And then Saturday for the MRI, I don't know. You know, because the MRI is going to be at like in the midday. It's going to be right around the time I work out usually. You know, on Saturday we might go ahead and make that in like an active rest day or cardio day too. I'm going to have to really ramp up the cardio though. Like I really haven't been doing a lot of cardio, mainly because jogging, like there's so much jostling and jogging, and I'm like this. It kind of does, like I can feel it a little bit. So I don't know, I might need to get on some machines, or we'll figure it out. It's not going to be a big deal. We'll figure it out. A lot of this is just going to be a lot of adjustment. As long as I really crank down on my diet, we'll be fine. Everything will be a-okay. So we just got to really put a lot of attention there. And mentioning that, you know, what I'm about to go home and eat, and something I've been kind of doing, you know, I've been doing the egg flip weigh-ins, and I just noticed, like, it just depends on what I'm eating the night before on how, like, it literally is going to affect, like, what I'm going to weigh out the next day. So something I've been kind of playing around with is, like, eating all of my solid food earlier on in the day, right? I did this yesterday, and I've already done that today. And then all I have left for the day is just 2 or 3 protein shakes. Actually, just 2 protein shakes. And I'm going to be hitting, like, 240 grams of protein for the day and 2,500 calories. So on top of all that, I get a chance to actually digest all that food and prioritize water towards the end of the day. So that way it'll help affect water weight, stuff like that. Yeah, and then I can also do a little bit of intermittent fasting in there too, which I really think it's something I need to get back into. Fasting is something I do enjoy. There is an aspect to it I really like. The mental clarity is definitely one of those aspects. But, you know, during this little phase of life I'm going through, that's what we'll call it a phase, because it's not going to last forever, for sure. I hope to God. That's why we're considering surgery to begin with. But all that said, you know, this is going to be one of those things where we just got to take it, especially the next, like, honestly, like next 2 weeks, take it day by day, see what's going to happen. And then once we, you know, get out of the, you know, get out of the woods there for a little bit, we can get a little bit more concrete with a game plan of like what we're going to be doing. But as far as like the day-to-day flows, the working out in the afternoons and stuff like that, I've actually been really enjoying that. And also, you know, it's just been a really good day today all around. You know, I got some of that news, you know, but at the end of the day, man, like I've had a good day. Got a lot of good business done today. Some really good business stuff done today. On top of that, you know, like figuring out like this MRI I'm gonna get. Dude, the MRI is only gonna cost me like $360. My jaw dropped when I heard them say that. I was like, whoa. I was like, because I was asking about a payment plan. Because I was like, oh my God, this is gonna cost like $2,500. So I'm gonna have to get set up with a payment plan, all this kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't have health insurance. And they were like, oh yeah, we can get you set up with a payment plan. The first one's $150, and then, you know, to pay the rest of that $360 off, it'll just be, I stopped in my tracks. I was like, $360? I might just pay that, bro. My jaw dropped. I was like, I thought this was going to be a lot more. So, you know, and again, we're not looking into how much the surgery is going to be, where the money is going to be. So again, not worried about it. The thing about like hospitals and stuff like that, you just get put on a payment plan, and as long as you're paying some money, it can't make your credit go bad. In law, it can't make your credit go bad. So something to consider. But I'll keep you guys in the loop. You guys will probably see me again on Friday. Like I said, we won't have a vlog tomorrow because we'll be up at the MMA gym and doing some. I guess we're just going to mainly be doing some drilling, which I think should be fine. We did some drilling last time, and that was it's not that it's light or low activity, but it's that it's not like it's contact with anybody, you know. At least I hope not. We'll see. We won't know until we get there. So, all that said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.